Okay. Learning to let our guard down and learning to communicate in a way that will allow somebody to give us constructive criticism. Okay. So I feel that you have somebody in your life that is coming through, giving you some type of guidance, giving you some type of advice so that you can improve something in your life, so that you can improve your financial situation, so that you can improve the practical ways in which you go about doing something, so that you can streamline work processes, so that you can, be a lot more stable in your foundation, so that you can do things in a more directed manner, so that you are a lot more efficient. And so you have somebody coming through like this, and I feel that you are getting very, very defensive because you feel that they're encroaching upon your turf. Their advice might not even be, for some of you, like it's unsolicited, or their advice is coming through in a way that rubs you the wrong way. And so one of the major lesson I feel overall coming through for this month is, they're saying a good leader. This is the card of the emperor. An emperor is a leader. He's a leader. He's a leader of kings. He's a leader among men. And, this is a female or male energy. But it's saying that a leader always takes constructive criticism. Okay. So he takes the advice of other people, of his counsel, of everybody around him. He takes everything into account, and he has a lot of information that he needs to sort through. Okay, so he needs to sort through the pros and cons of going about this one decision, of the entire decision-making process. So he has all his advisors, he has all his counselors, and they're coming through to give him pros and cons of pursuing a specific course of action. And they're giving him analysis. They're giving him data on what he should do. And so they're saying that a good leader takes all of these things into account. Some of the information that's given to you, I feel like they're actually very valid. They're actually really good. They're actually going to help you to, be a lot more successful, be a lot more efficient at work, be a lot more money conscious as well. So I feel that's what's coming through. And then the other decisions might not be that great. Okay. The other decisions could lead you down a path where you might feel spiritually cast out, where you might feel financial lack. Okay. And so we have to take into account that everything that's coming through, we need to look at it with a little bit of skepticism, but at the same time, be a lot more receptive and open as to what's coming through, because ultimately, we all encounter energies of other people. Sometimes when we're in a space where we need guidance, where we need advice, the right person will come into the picture carrying their banner of truth, and they can give you very good, solid spiritual guidance and advice. And then for others, if you are so fixated, into doing something like in a very procedurally correct manner, if you're fixated on having suspicions that, oh, that person's up to no good, etc., the advice that they give you, the guidance, can also serve to, if you don't take their advice, it can lead you down a dark path, okay? And so the major theme here that I'm feeling is, this is the card of, this is the star. This is somebody that wields a lot of knowledge, and they're pouring their knowledge back to the ground. They're basically disseminating their knowledge. Whatever they know, they give back to society, okay? So it's, I almost feel like this combination, the emperor is somebody who's very, very strong-minded, okay? And then this card here is somebody who's very, very soft. So this person might hoard knowledge for themselves. And then this is the person that wants to educate everybody. This is the person that wants to, dispense information, dispense knowledge, and try to make the world a better place. And so deciding between, the people that are coming into your life, where do you stand with them? And especially, which side of the coin they're on. Are they somebody giving you, specific information because they want you to either, fight the fight for them? They might be giving you false information, and they want you to align yourself with them so that you can, take the mantle and just, fight the good fight for them. Or are they somebody that is coming through giving you advice because they feel that this information is meaningful, it needs to be shared, okay? And so that's what I feel is coming through. The second message that that I'm seeing here is they mention idle gossip. And this is not a card, or this is not an energy that I'm seeing for a lot of you guys, because, you know, you don't have time to waste. You have practical responsibilities to take care of. But overall, when it comes to communication, when it comes to conversation, make sure that whatever you bring to the table has value, has merit, okay? And making sure that whatever you're bringing to the table, it's valid, it's been studied, it's been, you know, like tested, and that it can work. And especially if it's like, you know, that message, idle gossip, if it's information that is not, that it's like heard through the grapevines, heard through a third party rather than heard through a direct source, you might not want to pass that advice off or that information off as gospel. Okay. And so idle gossip also talks about, you know, being very careful about the people around us and our tendency as well. People, you know, when we get together, we egg each other on for good or for bad. And so if somebody's coming through bringing, you know, talks that don't have any merit, don't have any value, do not engage in it. Okay. Because energetically, if we succumb to that type of low vibrational energy, it can reverberate. Okay. And, that's the first thing. If somebody is coming through and they're talking about things that add value to everybody's lives, those are the conversations that you want to find yourself engaged in and be open-minded about. Okay. And then likewise, when we communicate back to other people, when we bring information back into the world, we want to make sure that the information that we broadcast add value to other people's lives. Okay. So I feel like some of you are caught between two relationship partners. So I feel like you have an earth sign here, a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn. This is somebody that is very, very, I want to say like they're very loving, very caring, very sensual. I feel like this energy about them where they're so serious minded. Okay. And when they're very serious minded, it's almost like they speak from everything that they say is very practical. So you might, you know, joke around and they're just like, no, stop it. You know, they just seem to me to be very serious. And so you feel almost like the fun is taken out of the relationship. You feel that because they're so serious, you can't really behave in a goofy manner. And so the relationship feels a little bit heavy. It feels a little bit stagnant. It feels almost as if your vitality, your spirit, your youth is kind of like, you know, dampened as a result of staying in this relationship. I feel some of you are married to this person, or you are somewhat financially or legally linked to this person. So even though you might have wanted to leave for quite some time, there might be children in the picture. There might be assets. There might be legal, you know, like documents that need to be, I guess, like dismantled before you can leave. And I see some of you potentially leaving this person or have already been separated or are trying to move away. But there's still that, you know, the children, the assets and the financial link associated with this person. On the other hand, I have another person here. This is showing up here as it's the Knight of Swords. So this is an air sign, an Aquarius, a Gemini, or a Libra. And this is somebody who's a lot more fun, a lot more spontaneous, but they are a little bit careless. And I feel like the energy exchange between you and this person, it feels really, really strong. But for some reason, you feel like they weren't appreciative of you. You felt like they weren't very sensual. They were too independent, I guess. And so in that relationship, it just feels like nothing was really keeping you both together. And I feel like for some of you, You wanted a lot more attention from this person, okay? Some of you are dating one of these people, and others might be trying to decide between two of these people, one of these people. And I feel like, like the whole point here is that we make the most out of our circumstances. Whatever lovers, relationship partner, colleagues, whoever comes into our life teaches us certain things about ourselves. So with that earth sign, for example, so that's a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. That earth sign teaches you to be a lot more practical, to be a lot more sincere with what you say. When you say something, other people hold you to your words. So that earth sign is teaching you these things about, being very careful about what you say and making sure that they match up with your actions, right? And the earth sign is also teaching you to be very independent, to be very self-sufficient, so that when they're not around taking care of, the bookkeeping, taking care of the logistics, taking care of the practical things in your life, that you still can cultivate your skills to do this on your own. Okay, so they're teaching you practical life skills. And then for others of you dealing with this air sign is teaching you to think outside the box, is teaching you about, doing things a smart way rather than a hard way. So they know how to cut corners, and you might look at them and think that, wow, they're kind of irresponsible because they cut corners so much. But I feel like they're very intelligent. They know their capabilities. And they know that even if they cut corners, they're going to be able to save a lot of time without shortchanging, the end result for anybody else. So they're very intelligent. They're teaching you to really work within, work with your capabilities, know what your skills are, know what your deficits are, so that you can maximize your skills and minimize your deficits. So I feel like you're learning a lot through these, relationship partners. I'm sensing of you, some of you are moving from one relationship, possibly from the earth sign towards the air sign, or from the air sign towards the earth sign. So I feel like there's a shift in energy between love relationships, okay? And I feel that if you have been very, very distant in the previous relationship, you're going to be a lot more affectionate in the new relationship, which I feel is going to work out really well for you. What I'm also sensing as well, and this is the second message that I have here, I feel like there is a major need here to repair family relationships. Okay, so this could be your relationship with children, your relationship with parents, your relationship with your family unit, because I feel like there might have been times where you have spent a significant time away from them. And I'm seeing like some health issues with mothers, like your mother, for example, stepmother, whoever it is that raised you. I feel like there's a need to go back home, take care of some things, reconcile some relationships. And I feel that it might be a good time for you to do this, okay?